I think I got a standing ovation from all the judges, except for Cheryl, funnily enough.
Oh! Joining us on FaceTime on this very momentous day, it's Liam Payne.
Hey.
Liam, I mean, literally, we've got to quickly mention it. You've just tweeted out a picture this morning. It's a screenshot of a message that you sent to your dad that just said, "I'm in a boy band."
Yeah, this was in the middle. I can remember sending the text. And I love how old the picture is as well, like how old the phone looks.
Yeah.
It's like the oldest thing you've ever seen. Like, we used to use those.
It's so good.
No, it was in between the point where I think it was us and there was another girl band that got made at the same time, if you remember rightly.
Yeah.
And we got off the stage and I literally sneakily text my dad in between because we'd already told everybody that we weren't through. Like, me and Niall had got our suitcases. We were on our way to the train station and someone ran and got us. And I thought, what are they doing with us now? Like, I don't want to do any more interviews. I've been told, no, I'm going home.
Yeah.
And they pulled us back in. And then I kind of knew that something funky was going on, but they put us in a room with all of the under 25 boys. Yeah. So we were all stood in there waiting. I mean, I feel sorry for those guys who got pulled back and didn't get put in because that's like the worst thing ever. But yeah, that was the text I sent my dad, and then ever since then, it's 10 years. Here we are.
I mean, I have to ask. It's been a weird few months. I haven't spoken to you throughout lockdown. Firstly, loving the hair.
Yeah,
you look like it looks like The Revenant. Looks like Leonardo DiCaprio. He's just gone away into a cabin for a very long time. He's got a luscious beard, luscious locks. I mean, how have you been? What have you been up to?
One of my friends said that I look like a NASCAR driver.
Yes. Yes, it looks like you drink Monster and your name should be Kyle.
I do.
Yeah.
That's so funny that you said that. Hilarious. Yeah, I mean, lockdown's been kind of funky. Obviously, the weather's getting a bit better right now. So I feel like that's lifting spirits a little bit. I was really busy for the first half of it. And then the second half, I've kind of just been going to the gym a little bit, really, and just been, doing that. It's been quite nice to have a little bit of a natural pause in life.
No, I can imagine, especially with someone with a schedule like yours, man. I can definitely imagine.
Must be mad.
This is the most I haven't travelled in life ever. I mean, this is the longest I've ever been in a country ever.
Now, I've got to ask, we were speaking about your hair earlier. Your fans, as soon as they see a picture of you that goes up, the first thing they keep tweeting, texting us in saying, are you growing your hair or is this just natural lockdown locks?
No, I'm thinking about growing it out. I've wanted to grow my hair quite long for some time, but you have to go through that really awkward phase where it's like not long enough to be long and not short enough to be short. So this kind of felt like the appropriate time where you can kind of get away with it because everyone was going through it. And I feel like for guys, it's either you have completely shaved head or you have something like this going on. So.
I tell you what, every time we catch up with artists, Roman's got a bit of a theory about this, and so far it's been accurate. Whenever an artist changes their hair colour, their hairstyle, it normally means new music is on the way. Is this the case with you, or is it just no barbers have been open?
For me, I just wanted to grow it out, to be honest with you. But I think that theory for most people is quite true. But I personally have had more hairstyles than I've had hot dinners. And I got in trouble with it with my management because they used to be like, oh, you can't cut your hair for this because you don't look like this campaign. Like, we take pictures so long in advance for stuff, especially when I was doing the Hugo stuff.
Yeah.
That if I cut my hair, I don't look like the advert that just got released. So it's like you have to wait, which is the most annoying thing ever. I hate it.
To be fair, I mean, I think you and Niall are all right. I think, you're either, really short or a little bit short. Niall is blonde, or I'm just going to go a bit dark.
Do you do Harry? Do you Harry impression?
No, I can't.
Harry's got his moustache at the moment.
No, see, the thing is at the moment I like doing the moustache because it's saving all of the food right here. If I have a milkshake, Sean, I can just taste it at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Liam, I find it mad listening to that, right? How does that sound to you?
It's wild. It's so close.
Isn't it?
Really close.
Yeah.
Well, you just in a Harry Styles costume the whole time we were in the band.
Yeah, mate. Honestly. Sometimes I wish I was. Dude, look, I presume, I mean, we hear a lot about it, and I know it's always a subject that has come up throughout all of your lives, but relationships. It seems like you're well and happy in a brand new relationship throughout lockdown. I mean, how has that been?
Lockdown, I think, for everyone's just been a tough scenario, and we've been spending more time together than we have ever, really, which it's been really nice in parts and then hard in other parts. But no, we've been good, actually.
I've very much enjoyed some of your YouTube content. We saw one song once, which was a very sexy, very strange song. I nearly called you up to see if you were okay, to be totally honest, Liam. The cookies one.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, nearly called you up.
You probably should have.
Yeah. But listen, Liam, it is a momentous day. I mentioned it earlier on, right? Now, it has been 10 years since the day that One Direction were formed. 10 years since we first saw you boys come together. Now, it would be wrong of me to not play this clip. Cry me a river. Walk me through that day, because I mean, it's been 10 years since that day. Do you still remember it?
I just think it was a real different competition that year. When I went on in 2008, it was kind of just showing up and seeing what would happen. Like, I'll give it a go, not expecting anything at all. And I got really, really far at such a young age, and then it just became my whole life. So then when I went back this second time, it was a lot of people looking at me as like competition, and everybody knew who I was. It was the weirdest thing ever. So everyone's expecting you to be really good when you turn up. And I practiced this audition through and through and through with my dad, actually. Really funny, because my dad likes to think he's a bit of a Simon Cowell, which is hilarious.
Nice.
He was like telling me where to go on the stage. Like, that whole thing was choreographed by my dad, which I think ever, bless him. And yeah, I mean, it went really well. I think I got a standing ovation from all the judges, except for Cheryl, funnily. We spoke about it, and there was another act that Simon didn't stand up for, and she was really angry at him from earlier on in the day, so she didn't stand up, and I thought, well, it is what it is.